Castellini with Lizzy Stamps. Today I wanted to show you one of our new suite collections that will be available March 5th on the online exclusives. What we mean by the online exclusives is that you will not find these products in the catalog. You will find them online under my store where it says Shop Now and scroll down to Online Exclusives. So as a demonstrator, I was able to pre-order. So I was really excited to get started with this. One of our incentives this month is that if you decide you wanted to try Stampin' Up, you can go ahead and have an option of getting this wonderful glass mat studio, which is tempered glass. So when you're embossing, it does not heat up very hot. You also have your grid paper, which is in between the glass. You have your metric side. You also have your inches as well. And then you have a silicone mat, which is great because when you're using this, it's awesome to be able, it keeps your stamp pad from not moving around, especially when you're using a brayer or a blending brush. The little compartments here, these fit our Stampin' spots. And then right here, if you were working with mixed media, you were using our embossing paste, you were watercoloring, you could easily add ink drops of our colors and use this to help. And I love that there's this right here, this wonderful, it holds everything together and it sticks to the glass mat surface. The other thing that comes with it is a smaller, thinner chamois than our other thick ones that we have. And this is 8.5 by 8.5. So this is nice. And it's not really wet right now because I'm not using it, but I just keep it in a DVD case and keep it to the side. And the other option is you could add $35 more to your order if you were to join for $99. Remember, you get $99 worth of product, which is actually comes out to $125 worth with free shipping. And then for the month of February, you have a choice of this wonderful glass mat studio, which is a $60 value, or the other option is you can add another $35 to your initial demonstrator order. If you were to go ahead and see how beautiful this Flowering Zinnia Suite is, and you're like, I really want this, go ahead and sign up and you can order that right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Here are the two cards right here that I'm going to show you different ways just by adding ink to the brayer to either side of the embossing folder, how you can get two different kinds of cards. I'm going to show you the embossing folder real quick. So this is the Zinnia 3D embossing folder. So just to show you, when I brayer on this side, this is what comes out. And then if I add brayer ink with the brayer over here, this is what I get right here. So I'm going to show you exactly how quick and easy that is to do. But before I get started, so I just wanted to show you, you have this wonderful 3D embossing folder. You have the stamp set, Simply Zinnia, that does come as a bundle with dies. So you have this beautiful cluster of zinnias, you have the single zinnia, you have some leaves, you have sending flowers and thinking of you, words failed to express my gratitude and thank you so much. And then you have this cluster of stars that you'll see throughout the paper as well. And then you've got, it's a red rubber stamp set. And here are all of the different dies that come with this. This is the die that cuts out the cluster. This is the die that cuts out the single one. This is leaves. This is the die that cuts out the leaves that are in the stamp set. And then you have these other elements that can be a flower, zinnia flower builder, the dies are. So you have all those different elements. So, okay, and then with that, you get these beautiful adhesive backed shiny sequins. Aren't those so pretty? I just love how in the different light, how it shines. You can see all the different elements of the colors that are in this paper match these sequences. So you have those. And then we have the paper. I'm going to list off. The paper is so beautiful and vibrant. What I love is that Stampin' Up's incorporating a lot of colors. This one is playing off more of the pinks and the reds, whereas we have in the mini catalog the lovely lavender suite that's playing off more of the blues and the purples. So for this, you have Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Furry Flamingo, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Real Red. So you can definitely see all of these colors. It's amazing how all the colors work so well together. So here you have one sheet. It's a cluster. The background is Flirty Flamingo, the Lemon Lolly. You see the stars, and then you have all the zinnias in the various colors that are incorporated in the color scheme of the paper. And on the other side, here you have Pumpkin Pie with the Lemon Lolly stars. The next one is a cluster of the leaves, and this is using Melon Mambo, Blackberry Bliss. You have the flowers in Lemon Lime Twist and Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. And on the back of this, you have Petal Pink, and you have the cute little, if you can see, their flowers. This is another great sheet, and I love that you could actually make 6 cards with this one sheet. So here is the dividing line. So it's 12 by 12, but right here is where you would cut across in half, but then you can cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 if you wanted to layer your cardstock. This could just be the focal point itself with these beautiful stalks of zinnias. Here we have Melon Mambo. And this is, again, this is fun. You could fussy cut these out as well. This is what I love about the flowers, because there's so much you can do. And then on the back, you'll see right here how you have the Flirty Flamingo, and then you've got the, you have the Berry Burst behind it. And then here you have a stalk. Here you have Lemon Lime Twist behind, and then you have Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. At the stalk, you could cut out, again, fussy cut out the flowers. And then the back, you have this wonderful striped design. And then this one, you have all, again, is a cluster of flowers, but these are fun because you can fussy cut them out. And what I did on my 2 cards here is I did fussy cut out 2 of the flowers and added them to my card front. So this makes for a very beautiful card, but very simple. Those are the papers in the suite. These are the 12 by 12 Flowering Zinnias paper. And then another pack of the paper that does come in this suite are the Berry Burst, Old Olive, and White Glimmer specialty paper. It comes with a sheet of each. I'm going to show you very quickly. So you have a sheet of the Old Olive, which actually has a little bit of lemon lime twist in it, I think. But it shines so nice. And this glitter paper will not rub off. And then here is the Berry Burst. It's so vibrant. Look at that. So pretty. That just does it. There we go. So you can see it. And then you have a piece of white. And the piece of white has flecks of all the colors that are in the colors of this suite. So pretty. So you can do a lot with the glimmer paper, especially building up those zinnias. I think it'd be so pretty. So I'll be working with some of the cards this week and be able to show you more. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my embossing folder, and I have my brayer right here. The brayer, and I'm going to be using Berry Burst, okay? So the first one we're going to do is we're going to add Berry Burst to the left side. That's the side with the Stampin' Up logo on it. So what I love about the brayer is it can sit nicely. It has these 2 little feet right here on either side. I go ahead and just roll. I'm rolling across the surface of the ink pad. And then I'm going to add right there. Look how smooth that goes across. I can go either way if I want to, but I'm just going to be using this central part. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just lay this down like this and lay this over and watch the effect that we get. So I'm going to get the Stampin' Custom and the emboss machine using my platform 1. And then since this is a 3D embossing folder, says right here, you're using the 3D embossing folder, I'm going to be using plate 1 and plate 4. So I'm going to go ahead and put down my embossing folder, lay my plate 4 across, and run it through. You think there's not a lot of pressure when you're rolling it across, but believe me, wait till you see the end result. So here we go. I'm going to open this up and we're going to see, wow, look at this effect. Remember, I put it on the left side of the embossing folder and look how pretty that is. Depending, you could keep adding more so you get more in-depth color. It'll just make the zinnias pop out even more, but look how pretty that is. So there's one. And now I'm going to get a baby wipe. You can run this through the sink, but since I'm showing you both, once I'm finished with this, I can clean it all off and have it ready to go. My card club members are going to be doing this card this week, and I'm really excited to see what they think. So now, here's our next. So I'm going to get ahead and get my ink pad, Berry Burst. You could add several colors of this, of the colors that are in this suite in the paper if you wanted to. So we're going to go ahead and now we're doing the right side of the folder. Remember, I have the folder laying here. The left side has the logo and the right side is the other side. So I'm just going to go ahead and here I go. I'm just going ahead and just brayering across with the ink. You can add as much or as little as you want to. Okay, so now I am ready. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. Now we're ready to lay it, and I'm just going to lay the paper down just like that. And I'm going to put the top over it. And now again, we're going to get our machine again, our number 1 and our number 4 platform for the 3D embossing folders. We're going to run it through. Okay, let's get this. Go ahead and put this out. All right, let's see. There we go. How about that? That is so pretty. I love it. I love that it's a whole different effect. This was the left side of the embossing folder and this was the right side. So when you see the cards again, here is the cards that I showed you. There we go. So you can see how pretty that effect is, and then this effect. You'll have to let me know in the comments which one you like best. I tend to do the cleaner. I like the clean lines of this one, but again, this one would be pretty if you were to add other colors to that side of the embossing folder. All right. So I wanted to show you quickly because I did show you that sheet of zinnias that you can cut out and fussy cut. And I want to show you a quick and easy way how we fussy cut. So I'm going to go ahead and get my, I did cut a piece off right here so you can see it. Here we go. And I'm going to use my paper snips. Now, there's several ways. If you're pretty good and you can cut around, you can do so, but this got a little wet, but that's okay. But the other way I like to do it, I did with this one, is I drew a pencil line around. So I was cutting, so I'm leaving some white space around the flower. But here I'm going to show you quickly. I'm not going to use the pencil this time. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut around. When I'm fussy cutting, I'm not moving the scissors so much as I'm moving the paper around as I'm cutting. And being left-handed, sometimes it is helpful to go ahead and use the pencil if you'd like to help you have as a guide. So here are two different ways. One way I used the pencil as a guide, and then this way I just freehanded it myself. Okay, I love this suite. I'm really excited to play with it more. This is very simple. I used the Lemon Lolly silver trimmed ribbon. I used the one of the smallest deckled rectangles and stamped the sentiment, and then I just dipped the edge of the paper right onto my Lemon Lolly stamp pad. And then I just popped up the flower that I fussy cut out, and then I added some of the adhesive back sparkly sequences. So there you go on both ones. So I really hope that you enjoy that. I do want to show you. There we go. There are some ideas that you can see some of the cards using. The card to the left is using that one sheet and just cutting it down. And then the one that has the single flower, that's using the different aspects of the building of the zinnia. And then you have your cluster. And then down below, as you see, those zinnias were fussy cut out. And then you can actually use the background of the leaves, and that just makes it's just so pretty. And then you've got the box in the middle. They use the embossing folder to make a box with the flowers on top. So I really do enjoy it. So hopefully you guys like these, and you can go, and if you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you can just go ahead down below, right down below, and then you can subscribe to my channel. You can follow me at Lizzy Stamps on Instagram, and also on Facebook at Lizzy Stamps Stampin Up. And also, if you would like to shop, you can go to my website, lizzystamps.stampinup.net. And you can look into if you want to join and get this wonderful suite collection early before it comes out March 5th. I'd love to have you come and explore. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I hope you enjoyed this new sneak peek of this wonderful Flowering Zinnia Suite Collection.